Okay, good morning, class. This is Mr. Dempster here. Today we are going to get right into it. We're going to be focusing on the tennis backhand. A couple reasons why the tennis backhand is good. First of all, when you're doing tennis, you're using some equipment, so that teaches your motor skills to use and effectively use equipment. Second of all, it's good for learning the game of tennis, and accompanies games like badminton, pickleball, um, other things regarding some net games. Okay, so these three videos that you're going to see, they're really going to help you expand and solidify your skills for some net games. Okay, so the first things first is we're going to be going over these skills as like an introduction so that when we further the lesson on, you'll have the basics down and you'll be able to move on from there. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to adjust and I am going to back up a little bit. Okay, so first things first, we're going to be doing the backhand today. Okay, so normally when you are playing tennis, in between shots, you're going to be standing facing your partner. Okay, but first, the backhand, and we're going to call this the stance, right? The stance for the backhand. We're going to do a quarter turn, right? A quarter turn, and we're going to be head is over our shoulders are over our hips. We're going to pretend like we have our racket, and we're going to be head facing the ball. Okay. From there, our eyes are going to be on the ball the entire way, right? Talking about eye contact. Okay? Going to be on the target the entire way, and that's even well after we hit the ball. Okay? So, the next thing that's going to happen is going to be a weight shift, right? When the ball is approaching, it's going to shift from your back foot to your front foot. Here, let me turn like I'm hitting that way. I'm going to load up on the back, and I'm going to shift. See how I'm going from this way to this way? Right, so all my weight's on here, right? All my weight's on my back foot, and shift forward, right? Because now all my weight's on my front foot. You can see that because I can lift that up. That means there's not enough weight on there, okay? So go from the back to the front, okay? From there, after the weight shifts, right? Because that's what starts everything. The weight shift is what starts everything, okay? From there, we're going to go into a hip and shoulder rotation. So if I'm aiming back at you guys, right? You can't see it, but I'm shifting from back to front, right? And I'm going to rotate. I'm going to rotate at the hips. I'm going to rotate at the shoulders. Right? See how I'm opening up? When I'm opening up, you're going to rotate, and then comes the full swing. Okay? The full swing happens during the shift in the rotation. That's when it starts. It's not just the end game, right? Because our racket is going to be in our hands, right? So the full swing entails us bringing it back and us bringing it forward, okay? So I'm going to pretend like I'm hitting this way, right? I have my racket. I'm getting ready for looking at the ball come. My weight is on my back foot. I'm going to start my shift, and I'm drawing the racket back. This is when the full swing starts, right? I'm drawing the racket back. I'm rotating. I'm starting to swing. I'm adjusting based on where the ball is, and I follow through. My eyes are still on the ball, okay? It's kind of like a baseball swing almost, right? The backhand is almost like a baseball swing. Your hands start when your hips start moving forward, and it releases when you rotate and you follow all the way through. Okay? So, at this point, what we're going to do is you're going to get a makeshift racket. I know not everybody has a racket at home. So, what I found was a good practice tool is a dish towel. Okay? Because you can really swing those. Right? And you're inside, you're not going to break anything. Okay? So, we're going to go through this a couple times. Let me adjust the camera a little bit. Sorry about that. Okay, so we're going to do it a couple times, all right? So I got my racket, right? I'm aiming that way, okay? So I got my body. If I'm aiming this way, I got my quarter turn, my dominant hands forward, or my dominant shoulders forward. Okay, so I'm right-handed. So I'm going to have my right hand or my right shoulder forward. Okay. From there, I make eye contact with the ball. I see where the ball is going. I have my weight on my back foot. I shift my weight. I rotate and full swing. Okay. Got it? Okay, so I'm going to do it facing this way one time. Eyes on the ball, eye contact, weights on the back foot, start my shift, draw my hands, rotate, full swing. Okay? You guys can practice that, rewind the video if you need to, and get ready for the next thing. Good job.